Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Mattyocre, and I am back with another episode of Matty's Deck of the Week. And this week, I want to give a shout out to Kamado, the creator of this deck. He has been the champion of Diogo combo since it's been a thing. Since the Invoke the Waystones nerf, he's just adapted the list, and now we cheat out 8 of the Hooru as opposed to Invoke the Waystones, and it's still incredibly good. I'm calling it 8 of Diogo. He calls it Diogo combo still broken, which seems very appropriate. Whatever you want to call it, it's a very fun deck, and it's one we're going to run through some games and see if we can get some wins. But let's talk about the deck first. So we're basing it around 8 of the Hooru, and we're going to be cheating this into play. It's not something you can normally just cast unless you're playing very late game control, or it's just like a market card in a control deck. You could play it in ramp decks, I guess, but in general, it's not really something you're ever going to be able to cast. It's 12 cost, so it's a lot, but it costs 12 because it does a lot of awesome stuff. First, stunning each enemy unit, then playing 2 4/4 owls with flying, drawing you 4 cards, and gaining you 4 armor. So a lot of stuff you get for that. And if you're able to cheat this into play much earlier than turn 12, which is obviously the intention here, it is pretty much game breaking. So how do we cheat 8 of the Hooru into play? Well, we use Diogo Malaga Alones. When you play this card, you can amplify it for 2 extra, so we pretty much only amplify once. And so for 6, we get to give the top spell of our deck Destiny. This is the only spell in our deck, so it automatically gets hit. And then we use a couple of tools to get that immediately, or over the course of a turn or two. So one way is Garden of Omens, which is the new site. So we can play Garden of Omens, we can resurface the Destiny 8 of the Hooru, and the turn after that, it comes off the top and immediately is played. So Garden of Omens is definitely a part of achieving the combo, but it's also just nice value. I mean, Melting Down can be good if people permafrost your stuff, or if they have some kind of relic that you need to get rid of. Ice Bolt is just really good removal in general. So in a pinch, if you're not able to resurface immediately, you could Ice Bolt first. Or, if the site stays around after you resurface, you can Ice Bolt. But if you're resurfacing 8 of the Hooru with Destiny, you probably don't really have much concern for this sticking around very long. The other way is Celestial Omen. And this is the original way that it was done. So the combo pieces being in the market is still a thing in this version as well. Celestial Omen just draws a card of your choice from your deck. We draw the Destiny 8 of the Hooru, and it immediately is played. So those are the 2 ways that we actually get it after we give it Destiny. And to set this all up, we have 20 merchants. So all 3 of the color combinations of Smugglers, and then Aurelian Merchant and Genev Merchant. We're not running the Fire one because the only thing that has fire on it in the market is Diogo, so we really don't need that version. And those are the ways that we get Diogo. So the first grab is always going to be Diogo. And then we're going to pick probably Celestial Omen, unless we have a Garden of Omens. And then my usual next combo of picks from the market is Excavate and then Reread. Getting these intermittently, like if we've already gotten Diogo and Omen, or we've gotten Diogo and we have Garden, we can start grabbing these. These are the ways to recur the Destiny 8 of the Hooru. So we can Excavate it to put it back on top of our deck, and we can do this at fast speed as well. So, the turn after we've played the Destiny 8 of the Hooru, we can go to the market with one of these guys, and usually when we draw 4 cards, we're going to draw a Merchant that's going to let us get this. And we grab this from the market, we can wait until their turn and play it on the end of their turn, and then we put it back on top of our deck and we get it again. And at some point, we also will grab the Reread, and the Reread will let us draw a spell from our Void, and it gets Void Bound. So we want to do the Excavate before the Reread, because if we Reread first, it'll get Void Bound, but drawing the spell that has Destiny from the Void means it gets played immediately. So we can actually play 8 of the Hooru for free, essentially, 3 times in the same game, and it happens very quickly, usually turn after turn after turn, and that is almost definitely enough to win the game with creature damage. And we also have 1 Unseal in the market, and that's just a way to prevent like a Harsh Rule or something along those lines. Just a good safety valve to have around, and that is the market. Beyond that, we pretty much have ramp and an extra finisher. So The ramp is Initiate of the Sands and Devotee of the Sands, and obviously Aurelian Merchant also achieves that. And we also have Power Stone, so we want at least a few of these. If we're just playing Merchants and getting our combo pieces and hoping we draw enough power to get up to 6 for Diogo, it's very slow and it just does not get the job done, especially against fast decks like Yetis that are running around. And for that reason, you really do need at least 1 or 2 pieces of ramp in your opening hand, preferably, and then also a merchant or 2. And that's going to let you play your merchants earlier, going to let you play your Diogo earlier, and get the combo going much faster than it would normally. And that is exactly what we're trying to do for sure. So beyond the ramp, the only other thing is Zal Chi Herald of War. And this is just a way to finish off the game. Once we've played the 8 of the Hooru once or twice, we have enough power, we can just play this, and it's an extra 7 damage beyond whatever merchants we have on board. And yeah, it's just a bunch of damage to close out the game. And then we have the power base, which we have a lot of power because we need a lot of power. We have to make sure we hit our power drops, and it's pretty easy to hit your power drops. This is a bit of a spicy power base. I feel like maybe we could do with some more dual faction stuff, because sometimes you get like a diplomatic seal when you don't have an influence you need. The main thing is getting double primal. Beyond that, you know, we have to get to double 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 eventually. You usually can pretty easily once you have 7, but it sometimes can get hung up on influence. That's the only issue that I've had so far. But beyond that, we've got 1 of each sigil. Those are just for if we get ice bolted or if we have to ice bolt ourselves to get the extra influence. And then 3 granite and amber waystones just for some value. Cobalt waystone we have 4 of because having a face age is pretty relevant. There's ways that opponents can pick out the market or pick out of our hand, and having a way to prevent that is really good. And then a bunch of banners, you know, all of the banners in these faction combinations. And then common cause, because we're almost always holding 2 merchants, or, you know, occasionally we're holding 2 mages. Every once in a while you'll have double Zal Chi in hand as well, which that's obviously not ideal, but it can happen. And then you can use the common cause to get an influence of your choice. And then diplomatic seal, same thing, except you have to have 2 or fewer influence to be able to get it. And that's the power base, and that is 8 of Diogo, or Diogo combo is still broken, whatever you want to call it. Very fun combo deck, and we're going to get into the games and see what we can do. All right. So this hand is actually pretty good. We have 1 piece of ramp, technically 2 pieces of ramp. We got plenty of merchants. We got plenty of influence. This looks good to me. We have to get time with this first one so we can play the Devotee on 1. Oh wait, just kidding. Different card. We're fine. For some reason I thought this was Initiate of the Sands. It's a different card. So we can actually play any of these banners, really doesn't matter. Okay, that's an issue. That will not get stunned by the 8 of the Hooru, so that is the main issue with the finisher plan of 8 of the Hooru. It's that they have a bunch of endurance units. You're not going to stun anything, and that's an issue for sure. Hopefully they don't have a bunch of copies of it, or we can find a site to ice bolt this out of the way. This might be even paladins, potentially. It's been seeing a lot of play lately, so it would not be a surprise. So let's use the ramp guy. We can swap in Zal Chi. It's one we can get back out with literally any merchant, so in the event of us wanting to get it back, we're fine. And we can't play it all that soon anyway. I guess if we play this next turn, we actually could. But we want to do Diogo things. We are in need of a Primal merchant. We haven't seen a single one yet. We should draw one soon, so we can go get the Omen. That or the site. Either one would be perfectly acceptable here. Opponent deciding what they want to do. would also be acceptable. Well, I forgot to plug in my laptop, so I guess I might as well do that while we wait.
Bound by our own.
Okay.
Take up arms.
I don't know why there was any thought necessary there, but sure. Still in need of a Primal Merchant. Please, deck. Or just drawing 8 of the Hooru off the top. That would be amazing, too. I have done that before. It was literally the turn after I did a Diogo to give it Destiny. I ripped it off the top, and opponent immediately scooped. Sure. We really don't need him to win this game. We did need that ramp, though. Okay. Well, it happened. Okay, well, that's pretty much the end of the game. Not exactly the end, but it's pretty close. Oh man, that is too good. Okay, we'll get the excavate first. And we don't want to play anything else because we want to... Well, I guess we could play one of these. Let's play the Devotee.
Blink and you'll miss it.
Opponent scoops, that seems appropriate. Alright, good first win. The luck, though. Alright, Theo has decided to make an appearance for Deck of the Week. Here he is. So in case you hear anyone screaming, and by anyone I mean a cat going, that's this guy. I don't think we can keep this one. Only one piece of ramp, yeah. And influence leaves a lot to be desired there. This is fine. We could use a little bit more ramp. But we really only need one more power to make it happen as is, so it should be fine. This I think we want to be Primal. So play this first.
Time quickens.
Okay, well, we pretty much have what we need actually. So we have to do this for fire? No, we want that for primal. Okay, we got to do this one then. That was actually a fortuitous draw. So now we can do this. We'll swap in this guy. Grab Diogo. Get him with both. So we can't actually play Diogo next turn anyway. We need a little bit more help.
Send a message.
Another piece of ramp would be great, or not. Okay, so Primal here. And then let's go with... See, we want Omen. The swap here is kind of an issue, though. We don't want to swap Diogo, obviously. Swapping another merchant. I guess it's fine to swap another merchant, because we will find more. Let's just go Gen Up Merchant. Swap this one in. Grab the Omen. And I think we'll just pass. I don't think they would trade here, but it's possible they would. I guess that wouldn't really matter all that much, but we kind of want to have as much as we can around. Okay, well, they do that. So that we can 8 of the Hooru. This trade is completely fine, though. Or so we have damage after 8 of the Hooru, rather. Alright. Banner. Can't really swap here. It's unfortunate. We need to drop power next turn. The good news, we're not under all that much pressure. There it is. Sweet. Alright. So unless they have a sabotage, which would be incredibly annoying, we will have a bunch of stuff happening next turn. And by a bunch of stuff I mean Destiny 8 of the Hooru. In cold blood on Diogo. Okay. That is fine. Alright. So we Omen. We aren't hitting any of their stuff, obviously, but it doesn't really matter too much. Drawing 4, getting 4 armor, and getting 2 4/4 owls. Still pretty good value, I would say.
Time quickens.
Hailstorm also doesn't really sweep the board. I mean, it will get rid of some of our ramp and this 2/3, but this is already taken out by the Permafrost anyway, so the owls are what we're using to win here. Alright, Annihilate's fine. And a Permafrost, sure. And a Pony Snatcher. Okay, well then we just want to go get all the important things out of the market. So the main things being Excavate and Reread. We can't get 3 things out, so we'll just get those. So let's go with let's actually go with this guy. Swapping in this one, go get Excavate. Then we'll play this one. Swapping in, I guess this guy? Actually, swap in this guy instead. And grab the Reread. We actually could market swap one more time if we wanted to. Don't think we really want to though. Just play Power Stone so this is bigger. Actually, do we swing? They'd block here and take 2? Nah, we'll just wait. We're gonna Excavate 8 of the Hooru, so this will be stunned. So feel free to swing. We really do not care at all. They can take Unseal, I guess, or a Merchant. Or if they really want that banner. At this point, the things in the market are not relevant for us. Yep. Yeah, obviously we'll take that damage. Have fun with the merchant you're stealing. Is this a random? Oh, it is a random. Huh. I forgot that that one's random. Yeah, Hailstorm really doesn't do all that much. Yes. You have no power remaining. Thank you. Get our aid. That comes off the top. Zal Chi would be a great draw here. Okay. Or not. That's fine. And swing 4. We could have gotten a little more damage in, actually. Let's do... we could have gotten a lot more damage in. Yeah, that was bad. Sequencing is important. Should have melted this down first. And also played this. Would have a lot more damage, actually. That's okay. So, Devotee, regular, and I guess both these guys. I don't have anything left to do. I think we pretty easily got it locked down anyway, though. We missed out on 6 potential damage there. It doesn't mean we would have killed them this turn, so it's not the end of the world, but you should take as much damage as you can get when you can get it. Mirror image. Yeah, that's not going to be super useful. It's something you can do, though. I mean, we just ice bolt that and then we just win without even having to do it again. But I mean, we're here to do it again, so we're gonna. Uh-oh. Okay, that was... Oh, I see, they were deciding. I was like, is my game lagging out? Yeah, we just want to have all the things. Wow. All 4 draws with power. Excellent. Alright, there we go. Alright, on to game 3. Yeah, see, this is the kind of hand that, like, we could play it. It would just be so slow, there's just no way it's going to get there. This one's not all that much better, but I think it's still keepable. We have a way to get the Destiny when we can get it. We have a way to get Diogo. We have a little bit of ramp. So it's certainly plausible we can get there with this hand. Definitely not the best, but we can work with it. So we have to Diplo Seal, and I think we get Primal with that. Because if we don't Diplo Seal here, we end up with power but no influence when we play it. Alright, another merchant is fantastic. So yes, we'll go Primal here. Hold on, I gotta get my cat out of here. You are such a turd. You bang at the door and then you just cause mischief. Alright, opponent's got an even-handed golem. So this is also even paladins? We had an early scoop against even paladins earlier, I believe. I mean, it was not for sure it was even paladins, but they were playing paladins. So I think that's what it was. Alright, so now this doesn't actually matter all that much. We have double of everything. So I suppose we'll just do this for fire for fun. And grab this.
Fresh kills make the best pelts.
I think we swap in... Huh. Yeah, I think we swap in the merchant. To make sure... Well, I was going to say to make sure we get to 6, but... Maybe that's not correct? No, I think it is. We have so many merchants. It's not like it really matters all that much. And we have this. If we did not have this already, I would definitely keep the merchant in hand, because then we would need the omen. Since we have Garden of Omens, we are actually in fine shape in terms of getting the Destiny. We drew power anyway, of course. It's just always how it goes, but that's fine. So, we can actually do the Garden of Omens. And then we will Ice Bolt here. We have a blocker. And even if they don't block, or sorry, even if they kill this, we'll get to keep this around. Because I don't think they have many, if any, excuse me, pump spells to actually kill this. Nice, perfect. So we do Meltdown, play this, play Diogo, Amplified, and then now we're set up to resurface it next turn. And we just have to keep this alive, that's all that matters. Vanquisher's Blade, okay. Well, I mean, we lose Diogo in the process, which is annoying, but that's fine. Blade is actually also an issue because now we can't recur the Destiny, but still should be okay. Ooh, and a Zal Chi. Zal Chi's actually an incredibly good draw here. That is a lot of damage. They will be getting back with 5, which is not fun, but what are you going to do? It's going at the site. Because they think that's important, but they're wrong. Alright. Sure.
Face judgment.
I do want a way to kill this, so drawing another sight would be great. Sure, give us some 4/4s, I don't care. Yep. Sometimes I wonder if this unseal should be an ice bolt. So I feel like that would be really good here. But since that's not what it is, I'm just gonna go ahead and play this. Swap in, get excavate anyway, even though we can't actually excavate anything. We can't actually get anything, so we don't get to swap? Interesting. And we will A-space. It's fine. Still get in for 10 damage. Not being able to recur is a little bit sad, because we would have excavated here. Another Vanquisher's Blade. Okay. Kills a flyer. Sure. Yep. So we're getting in for 10 guaranteed. A Zal Chi? Okay. That would have been great, but not a Zal Chi. What do we do here? Oh, we could Omen for a Zal Chi, actually. Maybe that was a better play last turn, but should still be okay.
Something gets you right.
Actually, since we can't even excavate a thing, we'll just get rid of that. Get Omen. A-space, yeah. And I think we should be able to win even through this blocking next turn. So we're going to Omen for Zal Chi. Zal Chi will kill this, so we'll have 8 guaranteed in the air. Probably put the weapon here. Oh, they can do 2, so 1... Oh no, they can't do that. It already has a weapon. So let's see. Zal Chi obviously will get blocked. The swing with this is very interesting. Okay. It's fine with me. I think that locks up the win then. Well, either way they would have gained 5, right? I don't think it matters too much. It's just them having an extra blocker would have mattered. They have a fast spell. It could be an Annihilate. That will not work on Zal Chi. It will work on this flyer though. So I'm not positive this is enough, but math is for blockers, right? So I block 1 here, definitely. 4 is locked in, putting him to 6. Okay, never mind. 4 is not locked in. It wasn't Annihilate, that was correct. So I block here. Block and block. They take 7 down to 3. Yeah, it's not over. Are we dead? We are dead. Alright. Well, there you go. This might actually be the best hand we've had, excepting for the fact that we do not have both Primal and Time. So I guess if we had the correct influence, it would definitely be the best, but we actually cannot keep this. Very unfortunate. Lots of ramp is really good in this deck. I mean, I think since we have the Aurelian Merchant, it's fine, but this is a pretty slow hand for this deck. Drawing ramp on turn 1 would be so great. I thought maybe saying that would cause it to happen. It didn't work out. Alright, so we have double time lockdown. This will get our second Primal. This can get our second Fire, and we're good on influence. Well, that's aggressive. Okay. I mean, if they don't have a ton of endurance stuff, we still should be able to stabilize. If we can get to our combo in time.
Trust the winds.
Looks like just Hooru flyers.
Delightful breeze.
Okay.
Air support.
Ooh. Giving that Berserk.
Get
Okay.
back in there.
Alright, we did find more ramp. I really wish that had come down last turn. Very, very unfortunate. So we'll play this.
Custom.
We can swap out this one. Get Diogo. Very unfortunate we cannot do the Diogo thing next turn. We're taking 8, 9, 10, 11. And then at least 7 following it up. So we might actually just be dead. I think the hand was slightly too slow. Okay, now we're definitely dead. 12, 13, 14, 15. I guess if we draw the sight here, we can kill this thing and not be dead? No, that is not even true. Yeah, just too slow. Unfortunate, but it happens. Alright, let's finish it off with a positive record here, huh? Close? I guess it's probably good enough. We'll draw some more merchants, so it should be fine. We do not have any red, but that's the last thing that we need, really. Oh, never mind, we have it now. Thank you for that draw. Probably is a garden deck of some sort. We're gonna go Power Stone here. What? I keep drawing them right after I need them. So I think we actually still would have been fine if we had drawn the Power Stone on turn 2 in the last game. It is a Cradle. And definitely Garden of Omen deck. Alright, so we'll ramp. Play this one because it's shiny. We can swap in Zal Chi. Grab Diogo. So we have everything set up, actually. Providing that our ramp is still around. So if this lives, specifically. Cool. So Diogo. We are going to have to wait 2 turns to actually get the Destiny in, but that's okay. Because we will go grab the Celestial Omen from the market next turn, and we can play it the following turn. So we'll actually grab Reread as well, since we could play both these next turn. Theoretically, anyway. I guess if our ramp dies, that's not the case. Sure, Ice Bolt is fine. Now it doesn't matter if our ramp dies. And we found Garden of Omens. How about that? Well, I think we definitely want a Garden of Omens to melt down here. And we might as well play this. I don't think shifted matters, really. Could have Defiance. Also don't really care about that. So next turn we'll resurface. I think it was worth it to get rid of Cradle there. It really slows down their game plan. Yeah, Hailstorm. Nothing could matter less at this point. We resurface. This draw was really good too, because now we can get Excavate as well. Get the Destiny to the Hooru. It would be a very bad mistake to pick the wrong one. We can swap in this one, grab Excavate, and we don't want to swap here, so we don't want to lose our Excavate. Honor of Claws? Sure. I believe they would have had a Drake by now, or a Dragon, I guess. So was that 2? They cast this for 3, this for 4, so yeah, they would have had it by now. Because I think they have a Snowball in hand now. Or, oh, Treasure Trove. Okay, so they would have had it. They would have had a Dragon literally this turn. Wouldn't have mattered, actually, but it's still good for them to not have things. Oh, shit. We haven't actually done the Destiny yet. Oops. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll just Excavate Diogo then. That was bad. That was really bad. I don't know why I got ahead of myself thinking that I had already done the Destiny. That's fine though, because now we can Destiny the other one, and then go get Omen, we can do it again. That was so silly. Oh well. It's fine. They both have Destiny now. Oh man. Yeah, that was strange. I just got excited because we had gotten the excavate. I just didn't even think about it. Another cradle. It's fine.
Secrets don't
Tamaris.
stay buried for long.
They have an ice bolt apparently. Oh, we found another omen too. Or Garden of Omens rather. Alright, well. Sorry about your cradles. And then we can resurface the other one. So we're actually going to go get reread with this.
Time quickens.
We may just have the win, but
I play for you.
we want to get all the aids of the Hooru. Okay. Sure.
Legend never dies.
So we'll resurface for the Destiny guy. Yes. What do you have, a torch? I mean, torch my face, I don't care. And then we're gonna go Gen of
Something
Merchants.
catch your eye.
Swap this guy in. And we'll get the reread, of course. And we actually could just reread now, and I think we probably should. And a bonus scoops. All right, there we go. Nice. Good way to close it out with a win there. All right, so that has been 8 of Diogo, or Diogo combo is still broken, whatever you want to call it. Very, very fun deck. I feel like this was a good showcase of the deck as well, because we had 3 really good wins where we did our thing. We had 1 loss where we were very close to winning, but opponent just had the right pieces to shut us down, namely the Vanquisher's Blade. Vanquisher's Blade, I think, is a really big issue, unless you have the sight, so you can Ice Bolt the thing that has the blade on it. Otherwise, it makes it so you really only have 1 aid of the Hooru, and that can definitely be an issue. You kind of want to be able to get it back at least twice, if not 3 times, to really just hammer home the fact that you're winning this game by stunning all their things just over and over. Also, things with a lot of endurance are an issue, and they had that 1 endurance unit that I think maybe we could have gotten enough chip damage in if that was not an endurance unit to keep blocking. The 2 turns that they would have been stunned, I think we maybe had a chance to get enough damage in. In fact, I'm pretty confident we would have. So those are the kind of the 2 bad things about playing against Justice, I suppose. Endurance and Vanquisher's Blade. And then we also saw that 1 game where we stumbled because we just didn't have enough ramp to get our things out early enough, and it really killed us. So make sure you are not like me and you mulligan to find ramp and at least 1 merchant, and I think that's usually a good enough hand to get you there, because you're going to draw more of the things you need. It's just you got to have the ramp to get you there quicker, and you have to have at least 1 merchant to get the Diogo and get things rolling. And then you should be pretty set to go. So that has been Matty's Deck of the Week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button and subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And I will see you guys in the next one.